Hey managers, welcome to Super Important Reviews. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today, courtesy of Bandai America, we're going to be doing some review of the Naruto Shippuden anime heroes figures of Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke.
Are we missing somebody, Steve?
The only other one in the line that they have is a Kakashi, but we do not have that one currently. But we're going to be going over what I would consider definitely the main two characters from the show, though.
Yeah. Well, Kakashi has some main points, but...
Kakashi's probably one of my favorite characters from the original series. But these guys are probably definitely the more well-known.
Yeah.
Of the two. But anyways, if you guys don't know what this line is, it's essentially the same thing as what you get with like the Dragon Ball Star figures. They're also going to be doing My Hero Academia ones, if I'm not missing anything. They also have Saint Seiya figures.
So pretty much just the...
Because I know I had options to get into Saint Seiya figures too. It was like Naruto or this, and I kind of figure like most of the demographic here and with the Geek Chest is going to probably know more Naruto than they do Saint Seiya.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason why we decided to ask for these. Then I like Naruto. Because I used to have pretty much all the mangas. I ended up getting rid of them. But I really loved the manga. The anime was okay.
Manga was definitely better, if you ask me.
I preferred the manga, to be fair. Mainly just because, like, most of the filler in Naruto never really, like, caught my attention.
No, it was... Oh, God, it was bad.
Well, like, say, like, an anime like Bleach, like, I still feel like the filler episodes are still, like, fine.
Yeah.
But, like, you're definitely there for, like, the main arc. But anyways, we're just going to get into this. So without further ado, for the packaging, get a nice image of Naruto and Sasuke on the bottom here from the anime. You get Naruto Shippuden at the top. Shonen Jump, their names on the bottom here. More names of the animes on the top. I think that's the same image. Yeah, same image. You just kind of see a sword. That.
Same thing.
I was going to assume that was the name, but not sure. Some stuff I can't understand. Back of the package just tells you everybody else in line. Some legal mumbo jumbo. More Naruto Shippuden on the bottom. Anyways, let's get them open up out of their cardboard prisons. Alright, so now that we got Naruto and Sasuke open up out of their cardboard prisons, first and foremost, I guess we'll start with Sasuke. Well, darn it. Alright, so, first and foremost, he comes with his electrical ball energy thing for his Chidori. You're making that sound like I didn't know what it was actually called. I remembered his move. I can't remember a lot of Naruto moves, but definitely the Chidori, I think, was an iconic one, to say the least. But when you're putting it on, there's actually this smooth little bit here on the end of the energy ball, which you kind of cup in between his little fingers. And I mean little fingers. We'll get to that in a second, I think. I had this right the first time, but it's really hard to kind of know. How's your day, Arnes?
It's pretty good, Steve. Pretty good. I'm just watching you struggle.
Because it's real. God, I had it. Okay. It fits. I swear to God, it fits. We had it moving, not moving. And now it's giving me fits. I think a lot of it has to do with it being of a softer material. So once you get it in, there we go. So he can hold on to it. Nice thing is, you can also get him kind of hold on to it at an angle too. Just don't hit it too hard because it will pop out. But because you always saw him like when he was doing the move, he'd always be like running at people and then almost the same as with this. But we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, you gotta move, but it's not too bad. I kind of wish I had maybe a little more color variety onto it because it just being base blue is a little bit boring. But I think it overall gives you like the right effect still.
Oh, it works out for me. I like it.
Yeah, I still think it's pretty cool. Also, what comes on the figure here is you get the gripping hand. Well, the gripping hand for the Chidori anyways is kind of like clenching hand. You also get a gripping hand for his sword, which you can slide into here, which looks not too bad. Pretty basic black handle. You get the blade here. You also get one sheath, which you pull out and it's just a little peg. Which the only thing that's kind of weird is you can pull that out, but this doesn't actually go in here because you could definitely, like, the blade's way too big.
Custom, Steve, custom. Just saying.
Something like that. I was kind of thinking you could maybe like have him like hold like resting somewhere, but I don't see a good spot for that.
think you're putting way... There we
go, I guess.
I was going to say, yo, I think you're putting way too much effort and thought into it.
Yeah, it's just, he just kind of holds on to it. It just would have been kind of cool. There was some way to actually, like, holster it, you know?
Well, you can, like, in the other hand, put it in there and just take the top off so it looks like he pulled it out.
Right. And then he also comes with an extra clenching hand. He comes with some finger guns. Bam, bam.
That's not Naruto's hands.
No, that's the one thing that's nice about Sasuke is you cannot mess up his accessories because he's pasty white like me. Naruto, you can tell, has definitely gotten some sunlight. Unlike Sasuke, who hides in a basement just like me.
You can definitely make him do the...
the finger poke of doom? Just like thousand years of death. Yeah. But if you want to get him like doing signs and stuff like that, but I still like the bang bang. Like McFoley. And then I'm not going to put it on. He also comes with an extra grouping hand. For the extra details, if you want to get... And then, if you want to swap them out so we can show off the last one, you want to grab at the base of the forearm, base of the hand, you pull. Pretty simple to do. You grab your gripping hand, which is the only other extra one he had. And you just go straight in. You want to make sure that not to flex to the joint, otherwise you could cause breakage. But other than that, hold on. Got to rotate, bend, rotate. Yeah. Arnes, pull my finger.
No, I am not.
Alright, anyways, for serious. The rest of the detailing, head sculpt looks really nice. I think they actually did a really good job on the hair. Which is to say something, because for reasons, the Dragon Ball Star figures I like, but a lot of the more human characters, like anybody sane or legitly human, the faces always look a little weird to me.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the characters I think look fine, but the humans always look kind of weird. While the Naruto ones, like, that's actually a pretty solid head. Like, the eyes look nice. You got some detailing for the face. It has nice proportions. Same with the jacket here. Looks pretty solid. You got the zipper on the front. You got it framed to show a little bit of his unhairy chest.
Unhairy chest?
Yeah, he's not manly enough, you know. One thing that's a little bit weird is you can see it's separated here. Because it's like a soft goods over top of this.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it connects. So I kind of wish that his body maybe would have been painted here, just to match the arms. Because you can kind of see, like, he's got like the sleeves here, but then you can see a little bit of the body here. Same with on the opposite side here too. Oh, you know what? That's connected. I don't think that's supposed to be separated. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Interesting.
No, I have no issue with him. He's got pretty good details, actually.
Yeah, he's also got the ropes here on the waist. You got, that's very, what's his name? Orochimaru.
Yeah.
It's mostly like same kind of outfit. You also got the symbol on the back here too. This actually has separate pieces so that you get a little bit more articulation for the legs here. It's got some dark blue pants. It's like the strappings because they got like sandals on the bottom of the feet here. So yeah, like detail wise looks nice. I just kind of wish there was maybe a little bit of different coloring for the body here, especially around the sleeves. But that's mainly my major nitpick. One other thing too, looking at the hands here, you could see next to the gripping one. It'd be better if I had the actual right one. But to me, it seems like his fingers are a little stubby. Like he's got baby hands.
I think it's the, just for the hands that hold the abilities in.
Yeah, well, it's like, this looks normal.
Yeah.
This looks fine.
But that's the one that holds the ability.
Yeah, this holds the ability. It's just like, almost like a kind of like a toddler. It's not bad. Like especially like when you're holding onto the accessory, I think it's fine. But when you're going to go to like individual poses using this one, it might look a little bit weird. But not too shabby. And then for his articulation, head can look side to side. Can't get it to go all the way around, but the jacket kind of hinders it a bit. A little bit forward and back, a little bit side to side wiggle. Arms up about that far, down about that far. Rotates all the way around. Rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows. Rotation at the hand with a little bit of a swivel. For the chest, can go back, forth, a little bit side to side. Can rotate that side to side as well. Legs, go outwards about that far. And there's about that far. Not too much of a forward kick. At least that's going to stay. Like, it's flexible enough that you get some posability, but it's not going to be too crazy. Backwards about yay far. Got rotation, top of the thigh, double jointed knees.
You got it.
If you can get it to move. Which is the one thing that's kind of weird is the double joints on the inside of the leg, which is something that you don't see very often. Usually it's like a kneecap and then it poses. So that's kind of interesting. Then if you can rotate all the way around and go forward and back. And then for Naruto, he comes with the Rasengan, which is just blue. Again, kind of like the Chidori. Maybe you could use a little bit of like a dry brushing over top of it or something just to kind of give it a little bit extra color. But it's on the smaller side, but I think that's fine for the most part, because usually you don't see him using like the giant Rasengans too often.
I was gonna say, what do you want, that galaxy giant Rasengan?
Hells yeah, I need the Rasengan Shuriken that he just like whips in his pan that's like the size of his body.
You want the one that has like the 10 suns floating around it?
Hells yeah. He also comes with this Kunai, which is just like a glossy black. The little wrapping for the handle. Nothing too complicated, but again, wasn't really complicated in the show. For the most part, for the hand accessories, we're not going to go over them. But they're just the same as Sasuke's.
Yeah, you can do Shadow Clone Jutsu, so.
Yeah, but it's just different skin coloring.
Whoa, Steve. So that means if we do the Shadow Clone Jutsu on him, we'll get more copies of his figure?
However that works. I don't see any more, though. Somewhere.
Maybe you have to do it with Sasuke. Maybe that'll work.
Hold on a second.
Wait, we'll find the other one.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it works! Because we got an extra one. Yay! Alright, anyways, for cereals. Other than... We lost the Rasengan.
Oh, where'd it go?
No! Anyways, for the head, I actually really like this head sculpt. Like, between the two, I think, like, the Naruto is definitely the most on point one. Actually, I think just in general, I actually really like this figure. I think the jacket looks really nice, especially with the orange and the black. The zipper's got really nice painting on it, too. Well, so there's that color variety.
That's one of the things that, like, shocking me. I was like, oh my god, it's $20 figure to actually put in the zipper details and everything. Oh.
Yeah, because he's even got, like, the little swirl on the side here.
Reminds me of the ramen thing.
Same with on the back. Yeah, just a bit. Like, this is actually a soft material, so it doesn't really hinder the articulation. It's got a little pack on the back here. Same with on the legs. You got the spot here for... I think this is where you generally get the kunais from. Which, if that's the case, grabbing this one, how does that fit? Right? At least I think, anyways, if I remember. Because I think I remember grabbing from, like, the... pockets on the knees, and then they whip it out.
To be honest with you, it's been so long since I watched the show.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. You got the orange pants on the bottom here. I do like too that they got the strap, and there actually is some color differential between the strapping, which is nice to see. And then for his feet, just some black boots with some open toes. Articulation, literally the same as Sasuke. The only thing is the head doesn't get any of the hindrance that you've seen on the Sasuke. Legs can go all the way out.
Okay, so he's got better articulation then.
Yeah, well, it's the same, but just it's not as hindered. You don't have all that extra stuff hanging off of him. Which you need for Sasuke, but it does hamper it just a bit.
But Sasuke's the cool guy, Steve.
You're not wrong. Like, definitely, he's like the emo kid from school, you know?
Yeah, he gets all the chicks, even though he doesn't want them.
Isn't that how... That's kind of the anime work, too, to be fair. Naruto wanted everybody and got... Well, he still ended up with best girl, but still.
Yeah, he ended up with the best girl. What you talking about?
Well, I don't know. Like, Shikamaru. I still like her, too. Well, the girl he got with. Her name, is slipping my mind. It's the wind girl from the scene.
It's
Tamara?
Tamara, something like that.
I think. Let us know in the comment section below.
Why do we remember these names?
Watched a lot of anime, sir. And for some quick comparisons, here we have the anime heroes Naruto and Sasuke compared next to some Dragon Ball Star figures with Cell and Android 18. And here they are some Gundam Universe figures with the EZ-8 from 8th MS Team and the Wing Zero from Endless Waltz. And here they are with some SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z figures of Captain Ginyu and Kaioken Goku. And here they are next to some SH Monsters figures with the event-exclusive 2019 Godzilla and the Shin Godzilla. Then for some random comparisons, here they are next to some Power Ranger Lightning Collection figures from Hasbro with the In Space Yellow Ranger and Zeo Red Ranger. So overall, for the anime heroes Naruto Shippuden of Sasuke and Naruto, these are pretty sweet. Like for $20, I don't think you can really complain too much. Like it's mainly just the tiny little hands on the fingers on the open hands. I think are my biggest hindrance for these.
I think you're looking too much into it, man. Like, it doesn't bug me. I get it. It's for the ability hands. So once you put the abilities or whatever they're called in there, it makes it look normal-ish. So
yeah, I wouldn't say it's enough to make me be like, oh, these are hot garbage, don't buy them. But
yeah.
it's something to bring up because it's just for reviewers. It's kind of what we do.
You gotta look at it this way: you're collecting Naruto figures. What do you rather pay? $80 for the Japanese ones, or $20 for this? It's kind of the same concept to me, at least for these.
To be fair, it's also the same company, well, parent company.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways. So they're not losing regardless, but you kind of get my drift. But yeah, I think for $20, I definitely would recommend these guys to you. Especially if you're into Naruto, like you pretty much get mostly what you want with them. Like you get an ability, you get some extra hands so you can do some posing. Like there's not really much more you need for just like a basic Naruto. Now, if they started doing some like the other versions of Naruto, like there's like Sage Mode Naruto, you have
just give me the
Fox.
girls. I'll take the Hinata, and you can have what's her face, Sakura.
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't mind them, but they're like Mega House makes some I kind of want.
I'll just take Hinata.
Hinata's nice. Definitely need Hinata. Yeah, like
Well, that's what I mean, though. I would never pay the price for Hinata because I don't care about the anime enough to actually get the figure. But I'll pay $20 to get representation of her. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I want the Mega House one, because at least if I get my Hinata, she's over-exaggerated. If you know. But then again, I get your point. For like $20, it's like a nice, solid... Like, it's going to be a solid Hinata for you.
Yeah.
And you're not spending like hundreds of dollars on a statue that's just going to sit there and you can't really mess around with.
Exactly.
And I need a Hinata I can mess around with.
Giggity.
Right? And what's nice, too, is you don't... Like, again, like just like us, you don't really have to be that into the series to buy these. Like, it's a small investment for you to kind of branch into it. While most of the other collectibles for this, you like kind of gotta like Naruto's 100% gotta be your thing. While these kind of appeal to like the mass audience, while also this is something you can also just like your kids in the Naruto. I would not feel bad giving my kid this thing to play with.
No, because if he destroys it, it's okay. It's only $20, but it might get him into the show.
Yeah, or if they're in the show, like it does. It's got everything here that you would want. Like for what I used to get as a kid. These things blow those away. Like, what I would have got as a kid, it would be like, I maybe could have moved the arms, and maybe he would have had something just shot out. Whoop-de frickin' do. And it'd be like,
simmer down there, Grandpa, back in my days.
Had to go 15 miles in the snow to get my action figures. But what do you guys think? If you guys picked up these figures, what's your favorite Naruto character, or is Bleach a smarter thing? Please let us know in the comments. We also have Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like to keep up to date with the channel, donate. We greatly appreciate it. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, and come arrange today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.